In this video, I'm going to be playing Duels, the 1v1 game mode, on my two highest brawlers being Colette as well as BB. And for first pick, honestly, I'll be playing Edgar because he is probably going to be like one of the best brawlers for this duel game mode I'm about to be playing. Edgar is honestly probably like the best brawler anyway, so at least on Duels. Yeah, this is the map, and Edgar will definitely be really good. So without further ado, I'm just gonna be showing you guys the gameplay or how games feel at this at a high level trophy, just so you guys get a sense of how it actually works. So let's get straight into the first game. Okay, first game, I'm up against the Janet, Bonnie, as well as a Colette, and obviously I'm using the comp I've mentioned before. So honestly, the only brawler I was worried about is Colette, but this guy was AFK. So Janet, Bonnie, and Colette. Let's talk about his picks, bro, because his picks are pretty bad. Never run that comp. So honestly, my comp isn't the best either, but Edgar Colette is really good, and BB is just the extra. Like I just have to hope that I am able to beat the enemies with my first two picks, because those are my two best picks, and BB honestly is just extra since my BB is pretty high. So that's gonna be the first game, and I guess he was just AFK, didn't really need to do too much. Anyways, second match. So I originally made this video to show you how games really feel at this high level trophy on Duels, the 1v1 game mode. So one reason why I did it is to show you guys how this is going to be one of the easiest game modes you can push a Prestige 3. So one thing it takes is honestly patience. And I'll also be showing you guys my losses, because what sense is there to just show my wins? That's kind of ridiculous, because you can't win them all, right? So this guy was using an RT for his first pick. RT is honestly the best counter to Edgar on this freaking map, or honestly anywhere really, because RT just two taps you, like just like that. I think I ended up losing this game. I mean, he has a freaking stew. That's gonna be the easiest brawler. To be honest, his first pick wasn't even the freaking what's it called? The bad part is the freaking rat brawler, his third pick. So that freaking rat brawler is super annoying because of the fact that he shoots two shots off, and his super is just ridiculous. Like, I don't even want to talk about his super, bro. But the most annoying part about that brawler is his freaking main attack. Because if you think about it, he basically has two freaking shots, bro. He has range. He just deals quite a bit of damage, and he does counter me as a Colette because of his super. His main attack, I wouldn't be too worried about him as a Colette, but his super is super freaking annoying. I don't know is that Miko? That's not Miko, bro. What's that brawler? So it's a rat. It's small. Mice. Well, he did have super. I have hypercharge. I really wanted to kill this guy, but I just couldn't, honestly, because if I did super, he would have possibly reacted quick. I would be super surprised if he did react quick enough to do that. Okay, listen. I know that I had a hypercharge as a BB, and this guy didn't have a hypercharge. His hypercharge is going to be the counter to BB. However, this guy counters me, bro. This guy does counter freaking BB because he's just super annoying. First of all, his main attack, right? I cannot run into this guy. He has range, and I'm a BB. And if I do get close enough, he will super me. And now the fact that this man got his hypercharge says it all. So, unfortunately, this will be a pretty big loss. And to be honest, on Duels, a couple of losses isn't really going to cut it. Just because you lose a few rounds, it does not mean that you should stop playing anyways. Duels takes patience. That's the number one factor. It takes patience. So, let me show you guys the next match. Okay, next match. Okay, yeah, his picks are freaking ridiculous here as well. Damien is one of the best brawlers in the entire game right now on every single mode. It doesn't matter what mode he plays on, he's just always there. This guy played super aggressive, so I tried to jump over him, but he did have the gadget, so it's a good thing that he used it, and he did get me one step closer to my super. So this guy is just charging up his shot. me just being there behind the wall charging the super, hoping this guy makes a dumb play so that I can finish him off. But then I ended up lagging here, bro. I remember this part. I don't know what the hell happened over here, bro. Like, idle. Like, why am I lagging so bad, bro? So, okay, honestly, I was a little far from the Wi-Fi, bro. So I think I ended up finishing this guy off, though. But that brawler he's on is super freaking annoying here against my comp. If he did hit every shot, he would have been able to annihilate me, bro. So I did waste my gadget, it looks like, but this guy's just behind the wall with his super. Luckily, he missed that attack. He would have killed me, and then I was barely able to finish this guy off. Oh my god. That was super close. I could have died. As a BB, I would have finished him off, but Damien is the most annoying part, so I had to do everything in my power to be able to finish him off using my hypercharge. And now all that's left is a Colette. So this is a Colette rundown 1v1. So this doesn't really require skill, bro. It just requires freaking timing. And this guy gadgets me, and he still dies. What the hell? I thought I lost that round, bro. But that guy actually did screw up. He should have, to be honest, won that. But at the end of the day, I was able to finish him off. This guy was pretty high in trophy too. So good game. All right, next one. All right, next up is Edgar 1v1. So he did have Colette and Cyrus. Bruh, okay, listen. For all the players out there, and if you're one of those players playing Cyrus last pick, please don't do that. What is a Cyrus last pick gonna do on duels, bro? Because if you if you're gonna play, if you want to push Cyrus in duels, please do a first pick. Second pick is okay, but I would do first pick unless you want to pick Edgar as your first pick or some similar brawler like Edgar or something. But please do not play Cyrus last pick, bro. It's never gonna work out. So I already know I was gonna beat this guy. I wasn't even really worried because the fact that this man was playing Cyrus last pick says it all, bro. So I finished off the Edgar. Now so Colette. Colette does a hard freaking counter against the Edgar. And okay, one thing I would say though, if you want to push like this comp I'm playing, so try to avoid playing BB though, if you don't have to. Like, I'm just playing BB because I have to, since my BB is pretty high. And if your BB is pretty high like me, then you can definitely slide the BB on the last pick, bro. So this man, like I said, bro, last pick Cyrus, useless, bro. At least as a first pick, you could get your super back and play the other two brawlers. So that was ridiculous, bro. I got no words for that. So let's talk about the next match. Which is Gene, Otis, and Kit. Okay, this man is smart, bro. This is one of the smartest. This is probably gonna be one of the smartest players I'll be facing. So I kind of have to lock in on this one because, listen. To be honest, bro, Kit last pick on duels is okay. I actually took the jump at, but Kit is gonna be the most ridiculous last pick you could ever use on duels on the 1v1 game mode. The main reason being is the fact that you could charge your super with your first two brawlers, right? Most likely you'll be able to get your hypercharge. Like, he's on a Gene and Otis, so I wasn't worried about Gene. It's just the Otis with the super that counters me. So using first pick or using Kit as your last pick, you can get your hypercharge and get a free kill. That's gonna be the main factor of using that comp. So Otis does counter Edgar, so I wasn't surprised dying there. But if you actually are, if you want to be like, if you're like one of the main kits, or if you main kit and you really want to push Prestige 3 kit, bro, honestly, go last pick kit on duels and just go whatever, you know what I mean? Just play kit and you'll be fine. And I don't know if you guys have seen the previous video, like on the last duels video, bro. I did use kit as my first pick, I believe. And I think I did get a Prestige 3. I'm not very sure though. But I did use kit though. And it was ridiculous what you could do on that open map, bro. But anyways, this guy is using a kit last pick. Well, he does have I was somehow able to kill this man, and I wasn't sure if he had a hypercharge or not. So I really wanted to chill back because this guy can just gadget me and such, you know. And Kit could really be, he's basically a teleporter, bro. I mean, he just goes invisible, but it's kind of like he's teleporting because he comes out of nowhere where you don't really expect him to be because of his ridiculous freaking gadget that needs to be removed off the freaking game. Who decided to give Kit an invisible gadget, bruh. Anyways, so if this man does play right, bruh, and I'm playing ridiculously bad, which I am because I wasted all my ammos, and now he just surprised me. So he did have a hypercharge, and he knew he didn't have to use it because he's already dealt enough damage to finish me off. So BB and Kit. So what do you think? Who do you think is gonna win this, right? So you'd expect me to play pretty well against the freaking Kit because I'm a good player. But this man has a hypercharge. Like I said, this guy's playing smart because he was using Kit last pick too. First pick Kit is good too, to be honest here, but last pick is smarter if you think about it. Okay, I did miss my super, but that doesn't matter. I knew I would lose this game, bro. Like, what is there to do against a Kit with hypercharge? You can basically kill any opponent, any brawler, any counter. He basically counters every single brawler using his hypercharge. So he goes in with his hypercharge, and it was already over. What could I really do? Gets another super. That is the most annoying part. You can chain your supers using Kit once you get your hypercharge. So that's going to be the lamest part, the most annoying part, but that's okay. Just because you lose a few rounds does not mean that you stop pushing Prestige 3, bro. Trust me. You lose a few rounds, you just get your trophies back quicker, even faster, because you're basically clearing matchmaking. But let's talk about the next round. Okay. I was paused for too long there. Next up, I'm facing a Damien, Charlie, as well as Eve. Damien is going to be the most ridiculous brawler. The other two I'm not really worried about. So this is the bug abuser. So we get a little more time to talk about this. So Damien is going to be your best brawler, bro. So Damien, Kit, and bro, just imagine Colette, Damien, and okay. Colette, Damien, and Kit last pick. Just think about that. So Colette as your first pick, and Damien second pick, and then Kit last pick. Oh my god, that's gonna be the most annoying part, bro. Y'all should abuse that comp or whatever, bro. But so this guy is actually interesting, bro. If you take a look at his account, bro, this guy has a ridiculous amount of Prestige 3 wins. I don't know if this guy's EU or NA. It doesn't matter because this guy's a the bug abuser and somehow so many Prestige 3s. More than me even. I'm still not really sure how he did this using the bug. I thought the bug was only for Prestige 2. But this is BS because I'm sweating my ass off for my Prestige 3s while this guy just sits back and gets it for free, bro. Like, come on, let's talk about that Supercell. Fix that thing. Whatever, next round. So his first pick, right? So his first pick, honestly, if he's really good with this freaking brawler, he can really kill me. To be honest, facing this guy though, he was actually playing pretty well. It's because the fact that he can have range and he can deal quite a lot of damage before gadgeting is absolutely insane. So right here, he tried to dash into me, but he couldn't because he knows that I was like right there. I'm not gonna run. I'm not gonna force it either. Once he gadgeted though, I knew he was dead, bro. Like, why would he gadget it right there in front of me, bro? Because I could jump him. If he has super, then he could do that. Whatever. So Colette, Edgar last pick is ridiculous, my man. What are you doing at this point, bro? Just hop off duels, bro, please, and watch my freaking duel guides or something, bro. Because why are we playing Edgar last pick, my man? We kind of look lost right there. So Edgar last pick, Cyrus last pick, guys, please don't do that. So Colette on Colette, right? This is gonna be a pretty fair match. And it could either go like side left or right because really anything can happen. I know I have the upper hand here because I had hypercharge. So unless I screw up and waste my stuff, I should be able to get the kill, which I do. And I was able to finish them off. And I believe that I did pretty well this round. I don't even know, honestly. So what this guy did something interesting though, using the shield gadget. I never expect that from any Edgar users. Main Edgar users usually use the jump gadget, bro. The one that gives you extra jump as an Edgar. So this guy was actually using the shield and it really surprised me. Even if I gadgeted him, it wouldn't work against it. If you guys don't know what that gadget does from Edgar, it actually cancels any knockback, any whatever violation you do to that Edgar. Basically, he's basically gives him what's it called? He's basically invincible. There you go. That's the word I was looking for. Invincible. And I ended up losing to that one. So if you guys didn't know, at a high level trophy, when you're playing duels, you'll be losing 8 trophies or 12 trophies, so 4 trophies per brawler. So it would take you about, and since you gain 2 trophies per brawler, which is 6 trophies, it would take you about 2 games to untilt. Honestly, this is a good deal in my opinion, which is one of the reasons why I love playing duels, and which is also why I had a lot of solo wins. But honestly, on this map, I did push a prestige 3 previously, I believe, in a video. So definitely abuse that, and I never said this, but thank you for 1K subscribers. It may seem like a very small numbers to some people, especially for like top creators, but to me, honestly, it's pretty huge. So I just wanted to say that. Make sure to subscribe, and the next goal is to get to 5,000 subscribers, and hopefully I'll be able to reach that if you subscribe. And I also do have a Discord server if you guys are interested in joining. It is linked in my bio, so hopefully you guys end up joining that and grow the community. So without further ado, I'll see y'all in the next video.